Okay, this video is a little late coming out. Health reasons have just put me back a few weeks, well, a few months now. But Crystal, my darling, bought me this for Father's Day. It's a mini angle grinder, and she bought 2 different sets of batteries. Basically, there's 2 different types, a lower and higher amp hour, and she didn't know which one to get, and like the beautiful girl she is, she went, do you know what, I don't know, I'll get them both. And it just means now I've got 2 batteries so that I can use it constantly, basically. I will do an unboxing of that, and basically she's got it now so that I can work on the van. I'm going to be converting our little van into a little camper van. It's not going to be the Ritz, and it's going to be very snug for all of us, but it's just something that she can drive somewhere and park up, we can all have a sleep. Before I get on, I'd just like to thank David and Joseph. You guys are awesome. They are my Patreons, and if you'd like to join them, then all the links are in the description, but please do not unless you've got the finances to be able to. If you can't afford to become a Patreon, that is absolutely fine. Please do not feel like you have to. Like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that stuff, and I know you hear that from a lot of people, but it does genuinely help. The more people who like and comment on my video, the more the algorithm will send it to other people, and the more potential new subscribers I get, etc. It's a circle of life, you know the song. So let's unbox it, we'll have a look inside it. I've got a few new heads for it as well. I've got some saw heads and flap discs, that kind of thing. So we'll have a look at them as well, and then we'll just see a few jobs around the house or in the garden that we can use it for. And we'll just have a little bit of a demonstration and see how it works. Let's get on. Okay, so as I mentioned, this Father's Day, my wife got me some lovely gifts, and I haven't been able to open them yet. As I may have mentioned in the introduction, the battery it came with had been opened and was broken, so it didn't work. It couldn't get any charge from it at all, so I didn't want to use this until I'd got a battery, because often the batteries are sold out. What I've actually found out is they actually hide all the batteries in the back because people nick them all the time. So if you do ever need a battery for anything from either Lidl's or Aldi, ask someone, because they're often in the back. It's not that they just don't have any. Many times I've gone in to buy something and I found the item I wanted but couldn't find the battery or charger, so I've just put it back. So a little hint for you. When I went back and asked the guy, he had the option of a 4 amp hour or a 2 amp hour with charger. I thought, do you know what, I'll get them both, because it means that while I'm using this, I've got one, well, Crystal said for me to get both, but I thought it was a good idea. It means while I'm using it, I can have another one on charge. I don't think that will be necessary many times, but I've got a van I'm working on trying to get back to looking semi-decent, and so this will be used quite a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a look in this one first, and then we'll have a look in the batteries and the charging bits and bobs in a minute. Okay, so this one here is by Parkside, which is a Lidl's company. And I've got a few things by Parkside, and I've never had a problem with them. I actually use, hang on, this one here. I can even get it from where I'm stood. This is my Parkside cordless soldering iron. I did a review on this a few years ago. I still use this all the time. This has not failed me yet. And I'm extremely happy with it, to be honest with you. I use this more than my actual solder station just because of how convenient it is. It's not as powerful and strong, but it gets the job done when it's a little job, if you get my drift. Okay, it comes in quite a nice case. It says what it is on the side for easy storage, which is cool. Compact ergonomic design with soft grip, non-slip elements, 3-level battery status indicator, quick tool free adjustment of safety guard, easy blade exchange due to spindle lock spindle restraint, suitable for standard cutting discs, 76mm. Okay, so the actual box is big enough from the looks of things for at least the battery. Yeah. So that's pretty cool that they've already thought about somewhere for the battery rather than having to get rid of the battery at each time. The cutting disc is on there already. Do you know, that's one thing I quite like so far, is the fact that this can go in with the cutting disc. These things are so fragile, you know, you knock them and they're broken, but the fact that that fits in there and, you know, is safe to have the cutting disc still on is actually quite good. That is one hefty set of instructions. I assume that's in multiple languages, yeah. That's quite funny. It's, hang on. So this whole manual, it can't be right. Yeah, that's the English bit. The rest of it's the different languages. Fair enough. Okay, so I think it's fairly straightforward. We got on and off, and then I'd assume this is the locking mechanism. Hang on. Yep. So just pushing that down, now we can unlock and lock the blade in, or whatever you put in it. Let's have a look at the battery, charger and battery next. Okay, the 4 amp hour battery, lithium ion, 12 volts, and it's 4 amp hours, like I said. Anything else? Nope, that's about it. Okay, let's have a look. That is extremely thick for basically a battery. Nothing else in there? Yep. Okay, so it's actually quite a nice feel battery, to be honest. It's got rubber feet. Yeah, it's got rubber feet to stop it slipping, etc. when it's connected to the actual, well, whatever device you use. It doesn't have to be the angle grinder. They've got a few that will fit to this. So we'll look at the charger. That's for a battery and charger. That's just for the battery. What more could they be talking about that than this? Hilarious. Okay, significantly smaller battery profile, so obviously this one will be lighter as well. Again, it does have a rubber bottom, so that's pretty cool. It means that it is non-slip. And then standard, you know, plonk it in, it charges kind of thing. Right, what I'll do is I'll charge this up now, and I'll probably charge both of them fully, and we'll test it out. Okay, I love it. I genuinely do. It's such an easy, comfortable thing to use. I've got arthritis in my hands, and so any tools over a period of time holding it for too long, and I start getting quite sore, quite painful. Like using an electric sander, the vibrations tend to, you know, shatter my bones. Not literally, just metaphorically. That's what it feels like. And using this was so much more comfortable. The handle is very, very comfortable to hold. The battery, the bigger battery, has like a non-slip thing, so when you do put it down it stays put, you know. But the sheer versatility of all the different heads you can get for it just mean it's just such a useful all-round tool. I'm actually going to be making a bike shed for the kids, and well, not for the kids, for their bikes, or the kids maybe. I don't know. Let's see what jobs they do around the house. And I'm going to try and use that as much as possible, because it just means I don't need to get a jigsaw out. I can use it. Because it's going to be all like out of pallet wood and stuff, so it's not going to be huge chunks of wood or anything. But it just means I can lop through a few bits of pallet and so on and so on. And it's just a very, very comfortable little tool to use. So yeah, I would highly recommend it. You know, and it wasn't super expensive. It wasn't super cheap either. But, you know, as a gift, it was a really nice gift. So thank you, Crystal. Thank you, David. Thank you, Joseph. You guys are awesome too. And I'll see you again next week. Bye for now.